Have you ever encountered anyone when you ask them what do they do but they cannot explain? I have found many of people having those issues. The reason why they cannot explain usually was because they have been doing it by themselves for a very long time and they have mastered their craft. However, they have been thinking through in their head a lot and they have never explained to anyone. So my job usually would be ask them gradually and trying to get information outside their head so that this information could start delegate out and they start buying back their time with that. This is Get Unstuck Podcast, a podcast for entrepreneurs who prioritize their life first, business second. I'm Mutita Panmook, your host, who dedicates my life to designing and building a business that supports lifestyle. We will learn together from entrepreneurs around the world how they overcome their life challenges, their business obstacles, and yet still get unstuck from the hamster wheel of burying themselves into their business. Because time is the number one commodity in the world that you cannot get back once it's gone. So let's shorten the learning curve and see how can we prioritize better. Let's get unstuck. Hi, Get Unstuck Nation. I know it's still like the first month of the year. I have been asked a lot about, and what about you, how you manage your lifestyle business, right? So I want to share with you since the beginning and how we started working with clients basically. We believe in intentional living, meaning that if you already decide to build a business that support your lifestyle in whatever scale it would be, you have to have intention that how do you want to live your life, how your business to run around you, how many people going to help you, and how your model would look like potentially. So it's very important to set that intention as clearly as possible and how the owner, business owner, or the founder or the CEO team get to understand that as clear. Have you ever encountered anyone when you ask them what do they do but they cannot explain? I have found many of people having those issues. The reason why they cannot explain usually was because they have been doing it by themselves for a very long time and they have mastered their craft. However, they have been thinking through in their head a lot and they have never explained to anyone. So my job usually would be ask them gradually and trying to get information outside their head so that this information could start delegate out and they start buying back their time with that. So if you're a business owner and you start to think like it's maybe the time for you to buy back the time and you maybe need to remodel and reconsider how you're going to monetize your business currently, get it reconstruct and also put your lifestyle first before the business and also set this oil machine running with you or without you or with you but how you would like to be. You need to set this intention very clear. And our team member usually will be a part of this business at the beginning and we call it a kickstart call where we would evaluate the situation. You remember I talked about the three resources, time, money, people, right? So we need to know that because it's so important that we need to know where you are right now, what you have right now. So we can help you organize, allocate, and relocate accordingly. But we couldn't do that yet. And you cannot rush us to do yet until you know something first. And that thing is this thing. So I would recommend you to read this book. It's called Vivid Vision by Cameron Herold. I apologize if I say it wrong. I really apologize. I'm trying my best. His book is amazing. It changed my life. So if you don't know your destiny, how can you choose your path? Let that sink in. If you don't know where you are heading towards, how can you decide whether you're going to go left or right? Because there would be variety of way to hit the goal. It's the same saying as when people say, don't change the goal, but you can change the plan, right? Because in the circumstances in reality, there are many things changes. There are factors that you can control and you cannot control. And that's how we would evaluate our resources every time. And that's how we manage the business on daily basis. So you need to dig in this book and get a crystal clear, vivid vision of your destiny, of your lifestyle business, of how your life would be, how your business would be, how it's clear for you in all five senses, like how it's feel, touch, smell, breathe, everything as if it already happening. Live in that experience and explain that to my team. And we will help you with your current resources to create that, because that's the way how it happens. So once you're able to draw that pictures, usually when they come back to us, there will be more questions that we're gonna ask to fill in. And we would like to know more, because there will be the time that they get confused between the present and the future that they are drawing currently. I would always have to poke them that, hey, we are not asking you about what's happening right now. We're asking you about what you want to have, and talk in the present that is happening, and then they will smile, because that's actually what makes them happy every time. This is what I always see, and it makes me happy too, makes my team happy too. So read the book Vivid Vision. It's amazing. It gives you clarity of like, oh, it's gonna happen for sure. It's very powerful that you know exactly where you are moving towards, regardless how you decide along the way even. So once you see that pictures and memories that you have planted in your head. Now, what next? Next step would be now you learn the ideas of that vision, right? Then you have the destination. And then what you need to know is that what do you have at hand? So we will then break down to, okay, what type of resource that you're having? Equipment, people, what type of time that you have currently, money, how it looks like currently. This actually would save you a lot of time before you take action without analyze this thing. Some people like to fail forward, and that's great for those who okay to like keep testing and move on. But before you test, spend just a few minutes to plan and analyze yourself at the moment like this. It would help you to know where you are truthfully, and you will be able to accept yourself, how far you will be able to get there, literally, like fully accept yourself. And I think self-awareness and self-acceptance is something that no one can tell you until you see it in front of you, that this is the gap that I have to close. And then it leads to the third part of this vision thing, is that once we able to know the resource, know how far it would be, we then able to manage and allocate and also relocate everything, put things in order, make it as a machine that potentially, hopefully, will oil in the future, and make it and practice it and test and improve on to be the ongoing operation as in daily basis, and keep evaluate it on weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly, and set to the goal how we can get closer and closer according to our plan. So that's it. That's how you're going to reach your vision according to your resources, and everything come to you, you see. You are the starting of this. We just help you to organize everything. This is still a lifestyle business. Don't forget that. But that is how we help you to take the things that in your head and help you organize your life, because that's what you prioritize right now. And that's our work at Get Unstuck Method. That's what we have been doing. So now you'll be able to see the business operation, how it could run. Then there may be like further question regarding to how your team cope with it, how your other resources would may encounter any challenges. So we take control and also helping you, facilitate with you in the further problem along the way. So it's not finished yet. This is just started, So this is the process of how we work together. That's why this is a consulting firm. So we help you to get the result. And I feel amazing every time I talk about this because you know yourself, you create this vision, and we're helping you closing this gap. And when it happened though, you can see sparking in their eyes and you see the progress every single day to your clients that, oh, they actually literally living that dream more and more every day. And it's closer and closer and they feel happier every single day. Even though they have to do something that they have never done before, but they're happy to do it because they know that if they don't make change now, they will never change from where they were or where they are. But they want to go to where they want to be. So I hope this podcast tell you about how to create destination and how you going to choose the path and how you allocate the management and resources further on. And don't forget, let's get unstuck together. See you in the next episode. Take care. I hope this episode inspires you wherever you are in your entrepreneurial journey so that you can have your business that supports your lifestyle. Get a show note at getunstuckmethod.com/podcast. Review what we have learned together today and start implementing right now. See it by yourself. The result of your consistent action are worth it. You deserve the freedom to enjoy your life. Until the next episode, let's get unstuck.